Hi, I'm Tina Nadiak of Quick Bliss Yoga, and this is a 15-minute gentle class to help you relieve stress and anxiety. This class is gentle enough that you are able to do it every day if you'd like, and it will help energize your body and calm your mind as well as open your heart, which are really the key components here for relieving stress and anxiety for all of us. I'll invite you to begin by finding a comfortable way to sit. If it's too much for you to sit on the floor, you're welcome to sit on a chair or the couch to begin, and or sit on a blanket, which is what I'm doing right now, and then find a comfortable way to find your seat. I'll invite you to bring your hands somewhere onto your legs. Doesn't have to be any particular way. Close your eyes and sit up just a little bit taller than you normally would. Take a couple of long and slow deep breaths, guiding the breath right down into your belly to calm the nervous system. Expand the breath to fill the entire front of your body from the collarbones down to your hips, the sides of your body as though you're growing wider with each breath, and also the back of your body, so that you feel the breath moving evenly in all directions. Feel the space of each inhale and the release of each exhale. I'll invite you to take 3 conscious breaths here, watching each one from beginning to end, noticing the inhale as it enters the body and the exhale as it leaves the body. Feel the inhales expand and the exhales release. Taking one more deep breath and completely letting it go. On your next inhale, I invite you to open your eyes and let's begin. So I invite you to start by taking your right ear to your right shoulder. If it feels good to you, you can take your right hand and grab your left arm. And then just give it a little tug down and let your right ear settle closer to your shoulder. Try not to lean too far over to the right. I know we kind of get into it a little bit. But try and keep your spine upright as you do so. And this will help create a nice long stretch through the left side of your neck. You might also find it feels good to tilt your head slightly back as you do so. And breathing here. Good. Now I invite you to release your chin down to your chest. Inhale, lift your head up, and switch sides and hands. So you'll take your left ear to your left shoulder. Your left hand can grab your right arm, give it a little tug down, and then breathe into the right side of your neck. Let your head get heavy. If you'd like, you can tilt your head back. And it feels so good. Just relieve all the stress that's here and simply breathe. Good. Release your arm, drop your chin down to your chest. Inhale, raise your hands up, interlace your fingers at the top and press your palms open. Now I invite you to take your front ribs, draw them in towards the back of your body and your skull towards the wall behind you. So it's almost like you're giving yourself a bit of a double chin. Now your arms might have come forward as you did that. That's totally fine. You're going to keep your ribs down, head back, and stretch up through your elbows and try and reach the ceiling. Reach nice and high. Keep breathing. This is a great stretch for shoulders. I know I feel it every single time I do it. Good. Just a couple last breaths here. You're doing great. Now press your hands forward as you curl back. So your hands will press forward, your navel draws back, drop your chin to your chest. Breathe in between your shoulder blades. And then as you inhale, I invite you to rise, release your hands and interlace them behind your back. As you inhale, lift your heart, pull your hands back, and then exhale, fold forward. Don't worry how far you come down, it doesn't matter. You're going to try and keep the heels of your hands together, wrists touching and elbows a bit bent as you reach your arms, upper arms away from you. So don't worry how far you get. If you're feeling it, you're doing it. Good, one more breath. Inhale, let your hands pull you up. Let your hands rest onto your lap, and then drop your chin down to your chest, and we'll just rock the head side to side a few times. So just go over one shoulder, and then release, going in the opposite direction to go over the other shoulder. Good. Just a couple of breaths here. Letting go of any more tension. And then the next time your head comes down, I'll invite you to lift your head up. Good. And if you were sitting on a chair, now I invite you to come down to the mat. And we'll start by taking your right leg out in front of you. And I'm just going to move back a little bit so you can see me. So right leg out front, and you'll take your left foot in towards your thigh. Pull your toes back. You may find that if your pelvis tucks under a little bit, sitting on a blanket is helpful because then gravity can work in your favor. Now take your tippy fingers, which is of course the proper anatomical term, tippy fingers. Bring them behind you, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, and take your gaze towards your big toe. As you inhale, lift your heart, and as you exhale, start to lead your heart towards your toes. So the aim here is to keep the front of your body really nice and long, rather than rounding in. And so keep the stretch in the back of your leg, and also keep you nice and safe. So with each inhale, lengthen forward, and as you exhale, soften into the stretch. The inhales create the space, and the exhales soften into it. Good, just one more breath here. Now as you inhale, I'll invite you to rise. And take your right hand to your left knee and your left hand back. As you inhale, sit up tall, and as you exhale, twist, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist back. Try to keep both hips on the ground, including the right one. Your gaze is level, looking straight back if you can, and just a little bit further, as long as it's not straining your eyes. Good, take one more breath here. And then as you inhale, invite you to come forward. Now if you'd like, you can keep your legs in this position. Otherwise, if you want to take it into cow face, you can do that by bringing your left heel underneath to your right hip, and then stacking your right leg on top. Don't worry if your knees stack perfectly, it really doesn't matter. If it bothers your knees at all, just bring your legs right back into this position, all good. And then from here, I'll invite you to take your right hand beside you, inhale, reach up through your left, and exhale over. So whatever variation you're in, really ground your left hip into the earth, and then feel the space between the top of your hip crest and your ribs. And with each inhale, create space, and as you exhale, stretch through your fingertips. See if you can straighten your elbow any amount, and perhaps even bring your arm alongside your ear. Good, keep breathing. One more breath. And then inhale, come on up. Great work. I'll invite you now to take your left leg out front, right foot into your thigh. Draw your toes back, navel towards your knee, and then from here, tippy fingers come behind you. Roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, and as you exhale, start to lead your chest towards your toes. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, soften into the space. Notice the sensation of the floor beneath you, and allow yourself to settle into it. Feel the support so that you have somewhere to lengthen from. Good, one last breath. As you inhale, invite you to rise, and now twisting in the opposite direction. So you'll take your right hand behind you, left hand to your right knee. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, twist, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist back. Both hips are grounded. Your extended leg, the foot is active. Good, one more breath. Inhale, come forward. Now either keeping the legs as they are, into the side bend over to your left, or you can take your right foot, bring it closer to your left hip, and then stack your left leg over top. The knees may stack right on top of each other, they may not, it doesn't matter, as long as your knees feel okay, it should be fine. Otherwise, bring your legs into the other position. Now take your left hand beside you, inhale, reach up through your right, and exhale over. Stretch through your right side, breathing through your nose. With each inhale, creating space, and exhale, softening into that space. Beautiful. And smiling, of course, is optional, but always recommended. And then on your next inhale, invite you to rise. And now I invite you to take your, I'm going to turn towards the side so that you can see me. And you can take your cushion out from underneath and come into a cross-legged position. Bring your hands behind you, fingers facing your body. And then I invite you to hug your shoulder blades in, lift your chest, and if it feels okay on your neck, you can let your head go. If it doesn't feel good on your neck, you're going to have a race between your chin and your chest so that your heart keeps rising, creating just a little bit of a back bend and opening up through the front of your body. You do what feels good for you. And then on your next inhale, I invite you to lift your head, come forward, and release. We'll end this practice with a short meditation. So if you would like to come back onto your chair or a blanket, you can do that now. I invite you to find a comfortable way to sit, that you're able to sit upright and yet relaxed. And then find a comfortable way for your hands. So they don't have to do anything special. They can just lay in your lap, all good. And when you're ready, I'll invite you to close your eyes. Take a couple of long and slow deep breaths once again. Coming into that intentional breath of filling your entire torso through the front, the sides, and the back of your body. Belly breathing is one of the easiest ways, the quickest ways to relax your nervous system. The breath is the gateway to the nervous system. And then I'll invite you to bring your attention to your seat, noticing the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Your hips, your legs, maybe your feet. And allow them to settle and become heavier, grounding even deeper into the earth. Noticing the support and the stability that is here. Allow your breath to settle into its natural rhythm. And as you feel the support beneath you, as you inhale, I invite you to lengthen upward towards the heavens. And feel how the breath flows between the two. Grounded in the earth and connected to the heavens. Feeling the life that flows somewhere in between. Allow your brows to soften the space between them so that your forehead smooths. Allow your cheeks to become slack as you relax your jaw. Let go of any tension in your neck and shoulders, allowing your shoulders to soften down your back. Find ease in your belly so that the breath can move freely. And if you notice thoughts moving through your mind's eye, you can almost blow them out like the seeds of a dandelion, allowing moments of stillness. And as you turn your attention inward, see if you can start to settle into the stillness that is always here beneath the surface chatter of the mind. Settling into the quiet. And if your mind wanders, simply guiding it back to your breathing. I'll invite you to start to deepen your breath. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back. Thank you so much for joining me in this class today. I hope you feel relaxed and renewed and at ease, and I hope to see you again. Namaste.